Some secrets are written in ink. Others are written in fear. But sometimes, a simple notebook becomes the key that destroys an entire underworld. This is the story of the criminal ledger. It all began in a tiny office no one cared about. Stacks of paperwork, humming lights, and a man who believed his job was harmless. But inside his notebook were the names and numbers that connected a city to its darkest crimes. Late in autumn, during a raid on a storage unit, officers found something unexpected. Inside a dusty box lay a worn leather notebook. At first, it looked like nothing, scribbles, dates, and small payments. But a detective noticed the same careful handwriting filling page after page. Names, locations, and coded markings appeared again and again. It wasn't just a notebook. It was a map of crime. The owner was not a gangster, not a hitman. He was Elias, a quiet accountant who lived a quiet life. By day, he balanced legal books. By night, he kept financial records for people who preferred cash and silence. He told himself he was only recording numbers. But numbers tell stories, stories that the wrong people would kill to protect. Investigators spent weeks decoding his careful marks. M12 meant late-night meetings in a notorious club. Red check marks represented bribes. Smudged entries matched large cash withdrawals. One line connected to a missing persons case. Another matched an offshore company used for laundering money. Piece by piece, the truth formed. This ledger recorded an entire criminal empire. And that truth put Elias in danger. Calls came late at night. No words, just breathing. Cars waited outside his home longer than necessary. The people he once saw as clients now stared at him, with quiet threats in their eyes. He could destroy the book, disappear, or risk everything. Elias made his choice. He walked into a police station, trembling, and placed the ledger on the table. The moment it landed, the empire began to crumble. Arrests came fast, businessmen in suits, crime bosses from back alleys, even a politician who thought his secrets were untouchable. In court, the pages were read like a crime novel. Every line was evidence. Every name was a confession written in ink. The ledger never lied. It only recorded. But victory had a cost. Elias entered witness protection, a new home, a new identity, a new life lived in shadows. Some criminals were locked away forever. Others vanished into the night, with new names of their own. Yet the ledger survived, scanned, archived, preserved. A reminder that corruption can hide in the smallest places, sometimes between the lines. The criminal ledger was more than numbers. It was a book of choices. So here's the question. If the pen was in your hand, what would you write? If you enjoyed this short crime story, like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.